Welcome to the chat where the deals get done. Real estate tips and a whole lot of fun. Think different, achieve your goals. Real estate simplified, that's how we roll.
Good morning. Mike Cruz, broker owner at Reside with the Real Estate Company. My co-host Brandon Rizek is out today. He's a little under the weather, and we hope he gets better quick. I do have Stacey Beldsoe with one of the premier builders here in Southern Nevada.
Yes, hello.
And we're going to talk all things new construction.
Yes.
So, Stacey, let's get right into it.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, first off.
Yeah, so I work for a builder here in Las Vegas, and we build price ranges, a portfolio of townhomes from $399 all the way to luxury homes, $1.7 million. So we have a good range of variety, quality builder. And yeah, I can sell the whole community. So I am born and raised in Las Vegas.
All right.
So I know the town well. And I just love helping people find their first home, dream home, next home, investment home.
Awesome.
And I love working with realtors like yourself. We've done some deals together.
Yes,
Where
we
we help, as a team, we help people get into their new home.
Absolutely. And I just have to say, I got to give Stacey props here. The reason she was the one invited, not somebody else, Stacey truly cares about her clients.
Yeah.
A lot of times there's an old adage when it comes to new home sales, especially here in Las Vegas, you can always tell the market by when you walk in the door. If you get ignored, you know the real estate market's really good. If they're kissing your feet, you know it's a little slow out there and they want to make a sale.
Yes, yes.
But Stacey always treats her clients perfect, regardless of the market. And you have a concern for finding the right home for people.
Right.
And I think that's truly what sets you apart from everyone else, all your coworkers as well as your competitors.
Yeah.
You really take an interest into what somebody's looking for. And if you don't have the right home right where you're at, you don't say, okay, have a good day. You try to find them
Correct.
the right home.
Yeah, so I think it's important to have sympathy where people are at.
Yeah.
You know, when you're trying to buy a new home, a lot of people, it's their first time. They may not have perfect credit.
Right.
They may not have all the money needed. And I think it's important for me to understand where they're at right now and what solutions we can bring to them.
Right.
And I think, you know, with me, I'm not going to judge you if you don't have an 800 credit score, because guess what? Most people don't.
Right.
And
Right.
it's okay. So just tell me where you're at, what you have in the bank account. You know, I meet someone within 5 minutes. I'm asking them how much money's in your bank account, and it's not to be nosy.
Right.
I need to know what I have to work with.
Right.
Do you need closing costs? You know,
Yeah.
how much money do you have for a down payment? And when I understand where you're at, then I can come up with a solution with you of, okay, this is what we can do. Because guess
Right.
what? The builder has pockets.
Yes.
And it's like, what can we use to help them?
And we'll get into the incentives and all that stuff in a little bit. I'd like to start with maybe going through the building process from the time somebody walks into your office for
Right.
the first time. Obviously, everybody loves to go out and look at model homes.
Yes, yes.
And let's start there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people walk in, obviously the models are set to wow you.
Yes.
And talk about that first. Typically, I've seen some builders where they do a model where it's pretty basic to show you what's
Correct.
included.
Yes.
And the others are really
Highly
stepped
upgraded.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's two terms. There's a spec home, and a spec home means the builder has picked out all the options. It's a quick move in. Normally, you can move
Okay.
in within 30 days, and we also have incentives tied to that. Your
Right.
best value is a spec home.
Right.
There's also build to order, where you
Okay.
pick out the lot, you pick out what home, you pick out your options, and a lot of times when you go that route, there's not going to be special financing, and there's not going to be a better price. You're going to pay more, but
Right.
you get to pick out the options.
Okay. And we've talked a lot on this podcast previously about the market and how things are going. And we've talked it's a little bit slower at the moment.
Yes.
So are the builders getting away from the spec homes to where they have homes ready to go and giving people the option to put what they want into it?
So I think for my builders specifically, they are moving to a more build to order for next
Okay.
year on some communities, especially the luxury.
Oh, right.
So we will have spec homes in 2026. And we will have, I think eventually our model will be maybe half spec, half
Okay.
build to order. So, sometimes when someone comes in and they have a home to sell, they have a longer timeline, they can still go to contract and start picking out their options.
And let's face it, half the fun of buying a brand new
Yeah.
house is picking out what
yeah,
goes in it.
Yeah, I've done that, and it is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun, but you're going to pay more.
Right.
You are going to pay more. So
just keep that in mind.
yeah, and then as far as the model homes, we have what we've been doing lately on our model homes is we are not loading them with options.
Okay.
They are pretty much what you see is what you're going to get.
That's good. And I can tell you, I, as a real estate agent, when I bring a
Yes.
client in, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Because I know my client's budget and I don't want them going too crazy
Yes.
and getting super excited and then having the downfall that, okay, yeah, you can have a house that looks exactly like
Yes.
that, but it's going to cost you $200,000
Exactly.
more.
Yeah. We're trying to stay away from that too.
Okay.
So our new model homes pretty much look like what they're going to look like, except you can pick 3 different colorways.
Okay.
So that's good. I think that's a good change. And then also the build to order. You know, we'll have a base price, and they can control what
Right.
they want. And we're working on trying to bring down the costs of, you know, you don't need like the highest end things
Right.
to help make affordability, right?
Right, because
Affordability is
the
a great
homes
thing.
can look absolutely gorgeous without sinking
Yes.
your last dollar into it.
Correct. And the spec homes, like the new community we're getting ready to open up, they're all spec homes, but they're all going to have great options.
Okay.
Like everything you'd pick anyways, the backsplash, you know, everything like that. It's going to be 3 different colorways. So that's going to be great as well. And the good thing with the spec homes is you can get the better deals, right?
All right.
There'll be this better financing. They might have some discounts to them. And they're quick move-ins, so 30,
Awesome.
60 days.
Okay, so the advantage with the quick move-ins, in addition to the incentives that we're going to talk about, is the fast move-in time.
Correct.
You don't have to wait for the whole house to be built.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then our build time is about 108 days from start to finish.
So just over 3 months.
Yeah, we can. The higher end ones, the bigger ones, it might be
Little
a
more
little bit
time.
longer, like
Okay.
4 or 5 months. Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. So take us through the process of, I've decided what house, what floor plan I want. How does it work from there?
So yeah, if you pick out either way, if you pick out spec home or build to order, we go to contract. Normally, it's 2% of the price for a spec home for earnest money.
So your earnest money deposit, basically your good faith money,
Correct.
is around 2% of the purchase
And
price.
that goes towards your down payment.
So on a $500,000 home, you're looking at $10,000.
Correct. Yes. And that goes down towards your down payment.
Okay.
And then we go to contract. It takes about 45 minutes and, you know, take you through the process. And then once that happens, the loan gets submitted.
Okay.
Then we set walk dates. So normally with new construction, you get a warranty. So we're going to take you through the construction team, a guided tour of your home.
Okay.
We'll go through there, and then you come back and you check that list. And if anything's not fixed by closing, it rolls over into your warranty.
Okay. So you're going to have that walkthrough where you can, basically you're creating a punch list of
Correct.
anything wrong with the
Yeah,
home.
anything you see.
I'm going to touch on something that might be, it shouldn't be a sensitive topic, but I know it is with some builders.
Yes.
As a buyer, can I have a home inspection from an outside home inspector?
Yes. So, you know, an inspection, yeah, we welcome inspections. We want them done after the first walk.
Okay.
And with my builder, it's different than when on a resale home.
Right.
We're offering a warranty. So we are not going to commit to fix that punch list that the inspection finds before closing, because you can always put it into the list.
Right.
After you close, and we'll come out and inspect it, and if it needs to be corrected, we'll correct it.
Okay.
So, you know, we welcome inspections, and, you know, inspections do find some things that maybe we missed on the walkthrough. That's fine. And if it needs to be fixed, we will fix it.
Okay.
But I always recommend to buyers, because a lot of times they're tight for money when they're moving in, do it on month 7 if you want an inspection.
Historically, that's
Yeah.
how I approach it
do
with
it on
my
month
clients
7.
also.
Get the inspection. It's
Yeah.
$500 or $600, and all that list. Put it into our website center, and then we'll come back and we'll look at all those items. But, you know, on a resale, my opinion would be different. Definitely inspection before you close, because
right.
you're not getting the warranty from that buyer.
And that's huge advantage to buying new construction is the warranty.
Correct.
Can you just,
Yeah.
without going into great detail,
Yeah.
just touch on
So there's a 10-year
warranty.
structural warranty. So, any cracks, concrete, things like that, 10-year structural, 2-year on your appliances, and then 1 year on the actual home.
Okay.
And then after that, you could buy another warranty, with a warranty
Right.
company. But 1-year warranty, if something goes wrong, you just put it into our care center, and then customer service will reach out to you. So
Okay,
that's
that's-
the peace of mind that if something goes wrong, and my builder's been around a
Absolutely.
long time, they handle any kind of issue that needs to be corrected.
Right.
So it's good peace of mind that you're going to have a warranty. I live in my builder's home as well. I've lived there for 3 years. I have 0 issues.
Right.
I've had 0 issues. So
No, and buying a new construction, the biggest benefit, in my opinion, is the warranty. You have a builder standing behind it. Most of the builders here in the Las Vegas area, they are publicly traded companies.
Yeah.
They want to do good for their shareholders, and it's just good business, and they know this. And
Right.
they do typically take care of any
and
issues.
there's sometimes I see like chatter online of, oh, the new home builds, they just throw them up and they're like this. And, I would say, the home I grew up in versus the home I live in now
Right.
is a much better built home, right? There's Energy Star.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
the efficiency alone.
Efficiency is great.
Yeah.
My mom lived in Scotch 80s.
Okay.
Okay. And so her power bill
Uh-huh.
was like $700 to $800 a month 10 years
Right.
ago.
I helped a gentleman just a couple months
Yeah.
ago. He had to get out of the house he was in because his power bill was $1,000 a month.
Yes.
And the house wasn't that old. It was built, 99, 2000. No. So there's a huge difference just in the last 7 to 8 years.
So just the technology they
Right.
use, the insulation, the windows. Like my power bill in the summer, high summer,
Mm-hmm.
for a 3,000 square foot home is like $400.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's great.
and it's a 3-year-old home.
Okay.
Yeah, that my mom's power bill, if she still lived in the other house, probably be $1,200 a month right now, and she
Right.
wouldn't be able to afford it.
Yeah.
And it's just the home was built in the 60s,
Right.
and it was renovated.
Right.
But
Yeah, no, and even with new windows and
Yes.
stuff, it's still they don't have the insulation that they do now.
It's a huge difference.
You can't live here in Las Vegas without AC, let's face it.
You cannot.
So the newer ACs have a higher SEER rating.
Correct.
And it makes all the difference.
Yeah, it's really the cost of ownership of a new home
Right.
is great.
Yeah. So over the long term, you're going to save money with it.
Correct.
With that said, going on to finishing that process of buying, with the finishes. So if I do get a home where we're starting fresh,
Yes.
basically a dirt lot, and we're
Yes.
picking out everything
Yes.
going into it.
Yes.
How does that work? Do they have some place that they actually go to pick out the items?
So we used to have a design center because we were all
Okay.
just from dirt. They are rebuilding a design center, but right
Okay.
now we have a design center we're sending people to
Mm-hmm.
in the meantime. So yeah, you'd go to contract, you pick out some structural options, like
Okay.
do you want patio door here, but some other structural options.
Mm-hmm.
We submit that to the city for licensing to get permitted, and then you'll go to the design center, and then that's the fun, right?
Right.
You get to pick out all your things,
Yeah.
your options. You work with our design center. They're all interior designers, so
Mm-hmm.
they're trained of what should look good with what. They help you through that process.
You mentioned the interior designers that
Yeah.
work for the builder. I'm going to touch on that with your spec homes because your designers actually choose
They
those.
do.
What goes into the spec homes
Correct.
as well. So you're going to you might have standing inventory.
Correct.
But they're professionally designed.
Correct.
They look nice.
Yeah, we have years of history of what people select,
Right.
so we kind of know what people want.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not we know. We know
Mm-hmm.
like some options, and you want white cabinets, you want dark cabinets. In a spec home, okay, I have dark cabinets here, white cabinets here. Which one do you want?
Right.
So you don't always have to pick out.
What are you seeing right now? What's most popular?
Browns are coming back.
Okay. I kind of thought
yeah,
so.
browns are coming back.
The grays are fading away.
Yeah, white will always be in style,
Yeah.
right? White will never go out of style, but browns are making a comeback.
Okay.
Yeah, so the earthy tones for now, will come back.
Yeah.
I've been seeing more brown cabinets
Okay.
installed.
Yeah.
And they look good. They look good. But yeah, people are starting to warm up to it because I think white and gray have been on trend for like 10 years.
Okay.
And before that, it was browns because when I built my house in 2005, it was cherry wood.
Right.
Cherry wood
Well,
with granite.
Well, right.
That was on trend.
I'll be honest. I still have that in my house.
It's still pretty though.
It is.
It's back.
It is. Okay. Hold on to it long enough.
You don't have to change anything.
Awesome. So Stacey actually has a tour of a home that we're going to walk through here. If we could get that video. And
All right. Hey everyone, my name is Stacey and I'm in new home construction. And today I want to talk a little bit about why choose new home construction. So first thing, modern floor plans. Families change each generation. There's now more modern living, older generations living with families. Those floor plans now exist with new home construction. Also, let's talk about Energy Star. Beautiful, beautiful Energy Star. Why? That saves you on your utilities. 20 years ago, we didn't always have the best technology for windows. Now we do. This saves money in the cost of ownership every month. So we have Energy Star, we have modern floor plans. What else? We have open layouts. So again, back to the layouts, we have great layouts that we can have for your families, growing families, older generations living together. Again, we want to focus on that as the new home construction. Another thing, builder warranty. When you buy a new home, you get a warranty instantly. So if something goes wrong, you can go to our care center, any care center, and they can come help you. First 1-year warranty, 10-year builder warranty, and then your appliances are covered as well. So that's a great peace of mind that anything that can go wrong with your house is covered on your warranty. And the other thing is, right now, special financing. A lot of our builders are offering special financing. Right now we have rates 3.99. So as everyone says, we're waiting for the rates to come down. We have the great rates now. Do you know what happens when rates go down? Prices go up. And what does that mean? More demand. A lot of people more enter the market. That increases your demand, which means your negotiating power is going down. Right now, we have great pricing, great rates. So this really is the best time to buy. So a lot of people are still waiting on the sidelines for the rates to come down. We have the rates now. So we can help with closing costs, great rates, everything. So this really is the great time to buy new home construction. You have better floor plans, energy efficient, warranty, great rates. Really, what are you waiting for? Let's go look at floor plans. Let's go look at what you need. So many price ranges. You can save so much money with our rate buy down. So more information is always available. Contact your realtor that sent you this video, and we will go look at new homes for you and get you all those great things.
all right, that's great information, Stacey.
Yeah.
With the incentives, you mentioned the 3.99%
Yes.
that you guys are currently
Yes.
offering. Those are on, do those homes need to close in a specified
Yeah,
period of
those
time?
are always going to be your quick move-ins.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so they need
Yeah.
to close within 30, maybe 45, 60 days
Maybe
max?
2 weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks, okay.
Right now, we can close a home in 2 weeks.
And with your builder, as well as every builder I know of, all the incentives are tied to using your lender, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we also own a lending company as well. And we
okay.
do forward commitments, meaning we buy interest rates in bulk, and
Right.
we have forward commitments that we're going to fulfill these.
Right. So that's how you're
That's
able
how
to
we're able to-
offer
yeah,
the
because
great
you
rates.
cannot buy a 3.99
Right. You
rate.
cannot just go into
No.
a bank or a mortgage lender. And I'm sorry that Brandon's not here today to argue this point, but yeah, he just can't offer a 3.99%. He knows that.
Lenders, when I do a realtors
Right.
and they have their lender there, they're like, they don't like to see me come in because they know what's behind me is those 3.99 rates.
Right.
And those aren't always going to be there.
No.
You know, this was what we did to make homes affordable when
Right.
prices went up so much since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
That this is what they did to get people in new homes. I would say this is not something that will be here forever.
Right.
Because it is very expensive. It costs us on that 3.99 9
Mm-hmm.
points of the loan amount.
And just to point out, though, they could not offer those lower rates and just lower the prices.
could.
But your monthly payment would actually be more than with the lower rate.
Correct. Yeah, I have some math in my head. So yesterday I looked at the rates, just FHA. 6.3 was the rate.
Right.
It was averaging at. So let's take a $500,000 home. At 6.3 with 3.5% down, your payment was $3,780. $3,780. When I took the same payment, $500,000, same price, 500,000, and I put a 399 there, 3,038. So it was like $722 difference with our buy downs.
Okay.
That is very impactful.
That's huge. And to make it an even better deal, I hear you guys are offering incentives towards closing costs as well?
Yeah, we can also offer closing costs.
Okay.
It depends on the house, the deal, the community, our sales pace. But we, like I said in the beginning, I need to understand where your buyer's at,
Right.
and what we can do to help them. Sometimes we have to raise the price a little bit, but give them closing costs. You know, there's so many different things we can do.
Okay.
But it's just understanding where the buyer's at. So you're like, I have 15,000. That's all I have, which, by the way, is a lot of money.
Right.
You know, but you
No
know,
one's gonna argue
to
that.
actually get into a $500,000 house FHA, you need about $27,000. I
Right.
think it's something about that minimum. 3.5 down, closing costs. You know, that's a lot of money.
Right.
And sometimes you just don't have it. So that's when you get creative and you go to a new build and you're like, okay, here's where I'm at.
Right.
And we look at what you can find.
And I was speaking earlier about how Stacey takes care of her clients. That's another thing you do that a lot of home builder reps won't do. They won't sit down with you and look, let's figure out a way to make this work for
Right.
you to get you the payment you want
Yes.
with what you have for a down payment and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Most builders reps, I can tell you, they'll say, this is what we're offering. If you have questions, call our lender. Have a good day.
Yeah, that's
That's
not
it.
my approach. I like to find solutions. And if I have someone in front of me, I see the fear in their eyes.
Right.
Of, I don't know what I'm doing. And they're putting blind faith trust in you. You know, and as you're a realtor, you understand that. And it's the biggest purchase of someone's life.
Right.
It's the biggest purchase, and I want to make sure we guide them the right way.
Yeah.
And that we get them comfortable and understand, here's all your options. Let them make the choice. And I mean, that's how I'm so successful, is I want to find a solution for them.
Right.
That's winning. That's for them and for the builder. You know, builder needs to make money too. But how can we get someone in a home and they're excited and they're not nervous? And
Right.
you know, it's just getting their trust. And like I said, I have to ask them how much money they have as soon as I meet them.
Right.
You know?
And a testimony for you is I had a client a few months ago. I brought her in to see Stacey. My client was under contract with a different builder.
Yeah.
She was very apprehensive about the home, the location, a couple other things. And it all came down to the payment.
Yes.
And Stacey was able to sit down with her. Actually, we stood right there in the actual house, if I
Yes.
recall.
Yeah, we did.
Or it might have been the model.
I did the
don't
numbers.
know. Yeah, ran the numbers, said this is what it is. And that's what it was.
Yeah.
She closed. She's very happy.
Yeah.
And those numbers were the numbers.
Yes.
And very happy client. All she needed to come out of pocket was her down payment.
Yeah.
You guys took care of the
We
closing
did.
costs and
We
all
did.
that stuff.
And she got a
and-
great rate.
Yes.
Yeah, great house. And yeah, she was very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was apprehensive, and
She was.
what the direction she was going, where she's at's better.
Right.
For her whole life, because she can build wealth on that house. She could rent that out in a few years.
Right.
The other direction, she's not going to gain as much wealth.
Correct.
So it all worked out.
Absolutely. And,
Yeah.
I appreciate your help with that and other deals we've done together
Yeah.
and the ones we're going to be doing.
Yes, exactly.
So let's go ahead and wrap it up a little bit here. What do you guys have to offer as far as entry level right now? I know you mentioned the townhomes.
Yes.
What is the bare minimum townhome currently you have?
We have nice townhomes in Cadence.
Okay.
They're very nice. They're 1,500, 2-car garage. They're identified as single family. They share a wall, but you cannot hear the person on the other wall.
Okay.
It's a great home. That's a great home. We also we're on final closeout in Aliante, and we have
Okay.
about 20 homes left, and they're all about 500 or under.
Okay.
So that's happening. We have 35 communities right now,
Wow.
getting ready to open, or yeah.
So I'd say you guys, footprint wise, you're probably one of the largest in town currently.
Correct. Yeah, we are. And you know, when I went shopping for my own personal home, I went to all the builders, and by far where I ended up buying is where I work now. And it just felt like a home to me. I
Right.
went through the process. I did the build to order. I picked out the lot. I did all that. I was in training and I didn't know it.
Okay.
And I, and then when I came over to work for the builder, it made sense for me to work where I love my home.
Right.
And I felt right at home because when I go home, I'm still at work in a way because I'm in the home that I walk every day, So the builders, everyone has their different thing. We're not the least expensive. We're not.
Right.
We're not going to be the least expensive, but we do have a quality home. For example, we build 9-foot ceilings on the bottom and the front. The bottom and the front. So second floor, first floor, we have 9-foot ceilings. A lot
On
of builders do.
both
Yeah,
floors.
a lot of builders do 8 feet.
Right. And if you're lucky, you might find one that does 9 feet on the first floor, but 8 feet on the
Yes,
second.
and that's a huge difference.
Right.
Living.
Yeah.
And then 8-foot doors. A lot of builders do 6-foot doors.
Okay.
Things you don't really realize when you're going through the model. You're not looking
Right.
at ceiling height.
Yeah.
But once you start living in the home,
Makes
it's
a difference.
Big difference.
And I was going to tell you, what are you seeing as far as the trend goes on the homes being built? Open floor plans still very popular?
Yeah, all open floor plans. A lot of the next gen modern living.
Okay,
The
and
older families are coming in. A lot of families are blending.
Comes down to an affordability issue too.
Exactly, because it's so expensive. And my mom lives with me, and I have a next gen floor plan.
Okay.
So she has her own like living room, things like that. That's very popular right now.
Right.
Downstairs bedrooms is key. A lot of people are coming in. They need a downstairs bedroom. They say my mom's moving in, my dad's moving in.
Yes.
That is key.
I can tell
Yeah.
you, even my clients that I've been helping with 2 stories, a downstairs bedroom is pretty imperative
Yes.
these days, because even if they don't have somebody else, a relative parent living with them currently, they're kind of planning for it for the future.
That's what they said. One day my mom may
Yes.
be living with me.
Yeah.
So, this new community we're getting ready to open, we have a downstairs bedroom option,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a primary bedroom downstairs. So, that's going to be a key selling point because that's what people are looking for. Open, the modern, but
And what's the size of those homes?
2,300 to 2,700.
Okay, so nice size.
Nice size, yeah.
And ballpark around what
We're,
price point?
high 5s, mid 6s.
Okay.
So
So if
Southwest, which is pretty
you're
good.
looking for new construction Southwest, okay with a 2-story, get that downstairs
Yes,
bedroom.
yep.
Give me a call.
Yeah.
You and I will go out. We'll talk to Stacey.
Yeah,
and
we'll walk the
find
lots
right
and
home.
because we're getting ready. That's going to be it's by Rhodes Ranch.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great,
Okay.
great location. It's going to sell quick.
And hidden fees when you're buying a new home. Lot premiums.
Yes. Yeah. So when you go to quick move in, normally the price it's all included
It's
in
all
there.
inclusive.
Yeah. So there will be a lot premium. There's a lot premium on every lot.
Right.
Whether it's a good lot or not, that's what they do. Lot premiums. You have your base price, and then you have your option price. When you look at a price sheet with a quick move in, that's an all inclusive price,
Right.
at least for us.
Okay.
When you go to build, depending
It's
on the lot,
different.
there's going to be a lot premium.
Okay.
There's going to be a base price. There's going to be your options. Yeah.
And that lot premium can be usually determined by the size of the lot.
Correct.
The location of the lot
The
in the
view.
community.
Yeah.
A view which I know you don't guarantee.
We can't guarantee views. But we
But
do
if it has a
we
view.
are building some in Primrose Park up at Summerlin, and there's some views.
Up on top of the hill there.
Yeah, on top of the hill.
Okay.
Yeah,
Grand view.
Grand Park.
Grand
It's Grand
Park,
Park.
okay.
Yeah, we can't promise views at anything, but where this is situated, it's strip views.
It's not
And,
going to be go anywhere. Yeah.
They're strip views, but we can't guarantee that.
Right. Can't build a mountain in front of you.
Yeah, but the way it's situated, those are some great views.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen. So we have some Lake Las Vegas. I've seen
Mm-hmm.
lot premiums as high as 200,000 as well
Wow.
because
Yeah,
of the lake views.
because of the lake views.
Yeah.
So, and on the opposite end of it, what's the lowest lot premium you've seen?
5,000.
So 5,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
5,000
So not
is our
crazy.
lowest. No.
Okay. So you don't need to plan on a whole second mortgage
No.
just because of the lot premium, unless you're going out to Lake Las Vegas, apparently.
Yeah. No, well, normally if you're buying that kind of home,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
not
really
an
care
issue,
about the
right.
lot premium.
So I appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Once again, everyone, Stacey Beldsoe, new home sales rep. I'm telling you, and while she's based in the Southwest, she can help us with any
Any
of
home.
their communities
Yeah.
all around town. She's absolutely fabulous about that.
Even Pahrump.
And Pahrump.
Pahrump.
They have some good deals in Pahrump, right?
Great homes in Pahrump.
Oh, what
Yep.
price point are we at?
$399.
And they're single stories.
Yeah, and RV too.
So 400,000 single story home
RV garage.
with an RV garage.
Yes, by the golf course.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Pahrump.
So And I actually was talking to somebody yesterday. This is slightly off topic, but she lives in Pahrump. She's another agent.
Yeah.
She was telling me she gets into town faster. We had a networking event in Summerlin. She was able to get to downtown Summerlin faster than she is from the center of town up to
Yeah.
Nellis Air Force Base.
Yeah, you can get to Pahrump in 30 minutes.
Yeah. So Pahrump's an option, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Stacey.
Yeah,
It's
thanks,
been fun. And like, subscribe, thumbs up, guys. And we'll see you on the next one.
Come buy a new home.
Welcome to the chat where the deals get done. Real estate tips and a whole lot of fun. Think different, achieve your goals. Real estate simplified. That's how we roll.